Hey, ladies, welcome to another wild word of wisdom. Wow. Today we are talking about the really horrible word can't. Title is Can't is a four-letter word. Now, full disclosure, this is something that came to me years ago. I was just digging up and found it and thought I just have to share this with you. And it started, I had been out, just picture this, an absolutely splendid, breathtaking, beautiful day at the beach. Now, I am not a beach person. If you know me, not a beach person, but for some reason, this day was absolutely splendid. I'd spent the afternoon at the beach. My toes had been dug down in the sand. The warm water was lapping. I was taking a nice, easy stroll, and probably the highlight of the day had been spent pondering the intricacies of life with a dear, dear loved one. And we're watching the sky just pulsate with beauty as the sun was setting. That's beauty. And it's the end of the day, and we're packing up all of that splendor. We're packing up all of that beauty. This tiny, teeny, tiny seashell that I had found. Everything was just absolutely delicious, the experience of it. And we've got all of our stuff, the mountain of let's make it a perfect day stuff that we had taken. And so we're packing everything up and headed to the car. And we get to the car and it's locked, as it should be, except where's the key? Can you feel in that moment how the peace starts to leak out? Yes, getting into my car should have been relatively easy, should have been a task that wouldn't have undone the beauty of the day. But I was having such a difficult time trying to dig through to find my keys. My hands were full, everything was overflowing. The pocketbook that the keys were in was overflowing, and someone was with me whose hands were equally full, and that she was waiting to be able to put her stuff down in the car too, and the pressure of it all was so overwhelming, and I just remember saying, "Oh, I can't find my keys." Absolute defeat in that moment. Absolute, from beauty and splendor to everything's lousy. Can't find my keys. Why does it have to turn out this way? Pretty phenomenal, though. Doesn't always happen for me. Doesn't always happen for all of us. But I promise you, in a blink, I was reminded of the power of our words. And I almost auto corrected the statement. And I went from, I can't find my keys to, well, I haven't found them yet, but they're in here. Now I got to tell you, in just that moment, my attitude toward the situation changed. I went from a path of absolute dismal frustration to a journey of committed perseverance. I knew the keys were in there, knew it. And I knew that the fact that they were in there meant that that veil of frustration could be lifted. I realized that the factors that were interfering with my success were absolutely temporary. I knew that the stuff I was carrying were obstacles preventing me from finding the keys, but I could put the stuff down. I recognized that the pressure that someone else was standing there struggling because of me could be shifted to comfort in knowing that there was someone there with me who was willing to share the struggle. Fortunately, it was a grown up and it wasn't one of my little toddler grandchildren who needed to go to the potty or needed a nap or something like that. I like. But when my perception readjusted, my attitude quickly followed, and my outcome had no choice but to join the party. I headed home with the key in the ignition, my baby seashell in my pocket, and the sunset in my rearview mirror. Can't is a statement of defeat. As a matter of fact, it indicates a permanent end, but because by definition, it means not able to. It means not knowing how to, not capable of, and that is a lie. In just a breath, I realized how many of us every day turn temporary setbacks into permanent failure by pledging to the flag of I can't. Well, I'm here to remind you, ladies, you can. Ditch the stuff you're carrying. Grab hold of a friend who is willing to share with you both the sunsets and the struggles, and find that key. It's in there. Pay attention this week to how often and how quickly you give up. Whether you say it out loud or you say it in your head or you say it in your spirit, pay attention when you hear yourself using the C word in situations where you could be soaring. Immediately restate the situation. Remember, the setback is only temporary. So make your words reflect that. Replace I can't with your powerful I can. I am. I will. I'm wild.